Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be using dip as acrylic. So I'm using this Beetles dip powder, and I did get this off Amazon, but I was not able to find it for the life of me, so I can't post it in the description. But the first thing we get is this cuticle pusher. Then we get this 180 grit nail file, which I will not be using. Then you get the nail brush, so you can just dust off the excess dip. Then you get your application guide, and then we get the 6 dip powders and the dip set to actually do the dip for your nails. So this is the application guide. You can skim through this if you'd like. I'm not going to be using this as dip, so I don't really have to. And so then we have the 4 liquids. We have the base, the activator, the top coat, and the brush saver. And the base and top coat are just glue. But again, I'm not going to be using that, so we're going to go ahead and go right into these swatches. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch all of these, and then I also have a 6-pack of gels that I will be using, which are the same colors as the dip. That I was able to find a link to, so I will leave that in the description box below. And I'm going to show you guys these colors on swatch 6. And so these are the colors side by side. And so then I'm taking the cuticle pusher that came with the set, and I'm just going to go ahead and push my cuticles back. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and do my prep off camera. And so these are the gel colors, and so I'm also going to go ahead and be swatching those. These are literally the exact same colors as the dip, just in gel form. And so here are the dip colors with their corresponding gel colors. And so then after that, I'm going to go ahead and do my peel off method. So I'm using 2 layers of foil gel and 1 layer of matte top coat. And then I'm going to go ahead and cure that in between each layer for 60 seconds. And then I'm using my 2 Cute Nail Supply square tips. If you guys are interested in any of the 2 Cute Nail Supplies products, you can use my code Marjoleine to save you 10% off. Currently these nail tips are out of stock. I do not know when they will be back. And then I did use my Young Nails glue, and I went ahead and glued my nails on off camera, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut them to my desired length. And then after I cut them, as always, I go ahead and kind of fix them up off camera. And so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, this design was pretty simple, but I thought it was perfect for fall. I'm doing like a shades of brown set, so going from the darkest color to the lightest color. So I'm working with the darkest color on my pinky, and then I kind of go ahead and go a shade lighter, a shade lighter, a shade lighter, till I get to that one color that was like the grayish looking color. So, and actually I don't even think I used that color. I used only like the nudes and browns. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the dip with some monomer. So I go ahead and do this like I usually do my regular acrylic. I go ahead and dip my brush into the monomer. I go ahead and pat my brush into the acrylic powder, and then I go ahead and place my bead. And acrylic and dip are basically the same thing. Dip is just a finer version of acrylic. So when I was doing this as acrylic, it worked just fine. It worked exactly the same. I didn't have any marbling issues as well, especially with some pigmented colors. Now, what I will say is these colors were extremely pigmented, so when I wiped off my brush, you can just like kind of see a lot of the color come out of the brush. But that's okay, as long as it didn't marble, that's what matters. So then I'm gonna go ahead and do this for the nail, and then I'll just let you guys watch this process. This pinky nail is in real time, and then I do speed up the other nails. And so this nail was looking a little bit too sheer for me, so I went ahead and added a little bit more dip powder just to build up the opacity of the nail tip, because I am doing an ombre nail. And so then we're moving on to the lighter colors, and like I said, I'm just going to do this for each of the nails. Just apply it towards the tip, do my for my ombre, and then I'm going to go ahead and keep moving from the darkest shade to the lightest shade till I get to my thumb. And I will let you guys watch this process because it is pretty, I don't want to say repetitive, but it's the same thing I'm doing for each nail. So And so now for my ombre, I'm using the color Blooming Dahlia from Cairo's Nail Supply. If you guys are interested in any of the Cairo's Nail Supply's products, you can also use my code Marjoleine. I believe that saves you 15% off, and they just restocked on their nail tips and they are selling out fast. So I'm going to go ahead and use this color, and I'm going to go ahead and do my ombre with this color. I did either want to use this one or the Mia Secret one, but I ended up choosing this one. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and place my bead where the ombre meets, and then I'm going to kind of fan that down. And then once I like how that looks, I just go ahead and move on to the next nail. I'm not sure why this, what's it called? I'm not sure why it like stopped moving so quickly. I think it was because of the temperature in my room, and I don't remember what monomer I was using, but I normally don't have that problem, at least now that not anymore since I've been doing my nails. But if that happens, you just kind of work with it, wet your bead if you have to again to go ahead and wet the acrylic, and then just go from there. And so then I'm going to use this Blooming Dahlia color, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it to all of the nails for the ombre. And so this is what they look like, and this is while they are capped with some clear acrylic. I believe I used me a secret clear, and this is what they look like, file shaped and buffed. And so then now we are going to go ahead and go on with the borderline French. So I'm using each color that corresponds with the dip powder, and I'm just doing a simple borderline French for the nails. And then that's basically what I'm doing for each and every nail, just using the corresponding gel to make a borderline French. I wanted this design to be simple not too complicated, and I had like the matching dip and gels, so I thought that would be a cute idea. And so then I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys watch this. And I'm using these liner brushes. I got these off of Amazon. If I can find the link, I will leave them down below as well. Everything that I use will be listed down below. And so then once I finish with the borderline, I go ahead and top coat them. And so this is what the nails are looking like, and then I'm gonna go ahead and top coat them with my 2Q top coat. Again, if you guys are interested in any 2Q products, you can use my code down below to save you some money off. And so then I'm gonna go ahead and top coat all of the nails, and then once I am done, I'm gonna go ahead and cure them and then apply my cuticle oil, and then that'll basically be it for all of the sets, for the entire set. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.